If you've been on the internet recently, you may have heard of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Twitch Plays Pokemon is a social experiment. It's a stream of the Game Boy version of Pokemon Red running on an emulator. A bot translates the buttons said in the chat into the different controls, making it easy to become one of the voices inside Red. Due to the sheer chaos that comes from tens of thousands of people attempting to control one game of Pokemon Red, and with consistently over 50,000 viewers, Twitch Plays Pokemon has become a massive phenomenon. Against all odds, Red managed to conquer the ledges, navigate through the Safari Zone, defeat all 8 gyms, capture Zapdos, and defeat the Elite Four, all within 16 days, 7 hours, and 45 minutes. But with the triumph came heartache and frustration. Every trip to the PC became an adventure in itself due to the possibility of releasing a Pokemon we'd become emotionally attached to. But after all, it was a social experiment, and seeing a community of over 100,000 people come together to play Pokemon, it was pretty special. The equation to find the amount of experience points a Pokemon has at a given level is n to the third. It takes Red 50 hours of continuous level grinding to get his level 5 Charmander into a level 19 Charmeleon. The higher the level his Pokemon is, the more experience they gain. Assume that the amount of experience a Pokemon has can be modeled by a continuous exponential growth function. If Charmeleon evolves into Charizard at level 36, how many more hours to the minute will Red have to grind before he can fly off into the sunset on his Charizard? We start off with the equation Q of t equals Q sub 0 times e to the RT. We can use this equation to find the rate because we know the time it takes to get from level 5 to level 19. We plug in 19 to the third for Q of t, 5 to the third for Q sub 0, and 50 for t. Now we solve for r. We divide the equation by 5 to the third and we get 6,859 divided by 125 equals e to the r times 50. Then take the natural log of both sides to remove the exponent from e. And we get natural log of 6,859 over 125 equals 50r. So we get r equals that, and we can use that to find time it takes to get to level 36. In order to find t, we take the amount of XP at level 36 equals the amount of XP at level 5 times e to the rate that we just found times t. Now we solve the equation the same way we did when we found r. We divide both sides by 5 to the third and get 46,656 over 125 equals e to the rate times t. Take the natural log of both sides so we can remove e and solve for t. We get that t equals the natural log of 46,656 over 125 divided by the rate. If you plug it into your calculator correctly, you should get that t equals 73.936 hours. In order to find how many more hours Red has to grind, we take the amount of time it takes to get from level 5 to level 36 minus the amount it took to get from 5 to 19. We get 23.936 more hours of grinding. So in just about a day, Red will be able to fly off into the sunset on his Charizard.